Hi, Leo. Okay, let's see what's going on with you guys. Yeah, let's see what's going on with you guys. We're going into the second to third week, mainly the third week of August. All right, let's see what your situation, guys, is. Situation for Leo, please. All right. All right. Ten of Pentacles. Things are looking up. Things are looking good. I mean, it is your birthday season, so happy birthday with that. And we had, I'm sure you hear about the Lion's Gate and the portal and the blah blah blah. And now that Mercury's gone direct, the fog has cleared and everybody can kind of see their path forward. All right, the reason I bring those influences up for you because that's what they are. Planets influence us. I'm seeing the Ten of Pentacles. This is the highest money card in the deck. This is marriage. This is commitment. This is career. But I also see a water sign at the bottom of the deck. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They don't have to be a water sign. They just seem to be taking on the archetype traits of the sign, which is to be emotionally mature and available. And maybe they want this. Why is the 10... I mean, I'm going to clarify this, but I just want to know get a little bit more insight on this Ten of Pentacles. I feel like, Leo, you might have walked away from something, or you're walking away from something to go towards this. I don't know if some of you left a marriage or a commitment to perhaps go to something else that might be more fulfilling for you. I just see a lot of positivity. I also see you just like picking up pieces and moving forward with your life. I feel like whatever has happened has happened. All right. So the damage has been done. This is the course correction right now. This is the other side. It's you went through the gate and here we are. All right. So at least that's what my situation for you looks like. What's coming towards my Leo, please? I had a feeling it was something to do with that. Okay. Here's where it starts getting interesting. See, Eight of Cups tells me, Leo, that you walked away from something that wasn't emotionally making you happy. A relationship was draining you. Your coworkers were draining you. Your job was draining you. Your career, a situation was draining you. There was only so much you could give. There was only so much love you can hand out. But then you ran dry. So then you said to yourself, you know what? I need to leave. And you will, because this is in the future position. But then you're torn. You start debating which avenue to take, this job, that job, this person, that person. Do I stay with this person? Do I go with that person? But you really are, I don't want to say confused. I want to say that you really don't know. You don't know what option to take, what road to take, what path to take. You really don't. All you know is that you're going to eventually, actually no, I'll tell you. With the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, this is happening to you on purpose. This is the transition. This is the change. This is why we had these planets go retrograde. And it's no coincidence in a few weeks to next month, there's the eclipses. So the choices and the decisions you're making right now, those are getting eclipsed away. All right? But the universe here with the Wheel of Fortune is saying, you know what? We kind of did these things for you, Leo, on purpose. We needed you to make moves. We needed you to make changes. We needed things and people to position themselves correctly in your environment, either to leave and remove themselves or to bring in new characters. Long story short, the universe is having this happen. Now, mind you, they will test you. All right, they want to see if you want to repeat a pattern. Take the same shitty job or the same shitty attitudes thrown your way or the same relationships or the same type of characters that come in your direction. So like, you want more of that? Well, we got to check and see if you're making those positive changes that we need you to make in order to move forward, because obviously you're not happy. All right, let's see what's going on. Mind you, we're going to clarify all of this, so we'll see in a minute. What is it that Leo does not see coming their way, please? Hello, hello, King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, somebody very fiery like you. And now I also have the moon, which is Pisces energy. And then your water sign is back here. So maybe some of you do have a Pisces around. But this is interesting. You're wondering about a particular individual, that's your person, whom, by the way, is in the upright position. They're upright, they're not reverse, they're up. So that means they are available to you, regardless of what's going on between you, whether you're arguing, fighting, whatever. They're here for you. They're here for it. All right? No matter how misguided they are or how they're showing up, they're here for the relationship. The moon, though, tells me fear of the unknown. Secrets going on behind your back that you're not aware of. So this could be a manager saying things about you behind your back. It could be good, it could be bad. It could be like, you know what, I really see Leo's potential in doing this job. Or I don't know if Leo is the right fit. It's like that kind of energy. It's also like this person that you're dealing with might have some secrets. They could be good, they could be bad. They could be dealing with something that they're too embarrassed to discuss, talk to you about, or bring up. So they don't. This could also discuss you, Leo, having fear of the unknown because you don't know where it could lead with this person as an option or an opportunity. We will see when we clarify, but this is where it's going. And I can tell now you're trying to debate between two people, two paths. Well, if I go down this road with this individual, what will it look like? Or if I take this person where I know they love me, I know they care about me, but I don't know if I'm totally into them, I'm not sure. So what would that look like? These are the kind of energies you're dealing with right now, Leo. All right, what's the advice here for my Leos, please? What's the advice here for my Leos, please? Oh, there's your card, but in the reverse. Strength in reverse. Number one, that talks about letting go of control. Number two, don't fight it. Don't resist it. Just let it be. In fact, quite the opposite is happening. The Knight of Swords, somebody rushes in to communicate something. So let them. That's what the Strength card in reverse is saying. So let them. They have something to say, like, this relationship's over. I want a divorce. I don't want to work here anymore. Or, you know what? I love you, so get your shit together. Whatever it is, it's a statement. Somebody rushes in to make a statement, but it's falling in your advice position. So what am I going to say to you next? This is things that you need to do. Things that you need to let happen. Things that just need to come out. Okay? And now you also have the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is a fresh new start in love. Yes, you're dealing with two people. But when I see aces lingering around the advice position, I want to say those are blessings trying to come into you. But you know what? Aces also, they're not just opportunities. You have to do something with them. You can drop them like a bad habit and they're failures to launch. Or you can delve into those new opportunities and go with it. And right now we got Jupiter in a very easygoing sign, Cancer. So this is a sign we all benefit from Jupiter being there because it's a planet of luck and opportunities. Go for it. Especially now that Mercury went direct, you could see things a little bit more clearer. So going down this path doesn't mean you can't U-turn, turn around. Also, Leo, that which is meant for you will not pass you by. I promise you this. There are no mistakes here. Plus, you know what? Your intuition, regardless that you're not the highest intuitive in the zodiac, it doesn't matter. I just think it's because of your actions. All right, let me take a step back. Let me start over. When we talk about intuition or when a tarot reader reads something, it is usually the first initial thought that comes into your brain, into your head, before you can form an opinion on something or a judgment call. Those are intuitional thoughts. Those are the thoughts that you have to tune into immediately in order to be an intuitive, right? That's just in general, right? Now, with that said, you do these things, Leo, as your archetype, and you take action behind them without realizing that you're doing it. Am I making sense? It's not like somebody like a Pisces or a Cancer or Scorpio where they will pause and reflect. They're like, hey, why did I think about that? What? That's my intuition telling me something. And then they analyze that. That's not how it works for you, Leo. It comes in your brain and you just do. Not like in Aries where it's irrational, where they just like say shit before they think about it. It's not. It's what benefits you best, Leo. Then you go and do, which is actually the right way of doing things. So that's what makes it so interesting for you, Leo. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to close this door because I hear people walking in and they're about to talk and mess up my video. But yeah, I had to say that speech to you because I wanted you to understand that this is a tool and a gift that you guys have that you can always use to your advantage. And it can also explain why in your whole life, although things may have fallen apart, right around the corner, there was something better. There was something there for you to work with. Okay, let's continue. Let's see what the outcome is. What's the outcome here for Leo, please? I have a Cancer card here, speaking of which. The Chariot and the Four of Cups. And then the Sun. This is another one of your cards, Leo. Now, with that said, you're moving forward. You're focused on a mission. You have an agenda, which is good because, I mean, sometimes that could be good or bad. Regardless of the positive and negative things going on the outside of your window of life, you don't care. You're not stopping. You're just moving forward, right? But there's something here that comes up to you. And maybe that's the aces that I was just talking about, where it's unrequited love. Somebody here does not feel the same way about the other person. It's not the same. It's like, not for me. No, thank you. My energy space is already over there with that person. My energy space is not available for you because I'm so wrapped up emotionally somewhere else. Four of Cups. It's also runner chaser. So when you're dealing with this person, when they leave, you could be like, oh shit, wait. I think I actually do like them. That's the runner chaser we're talking about. But right now, it's a job opportunity or a relationship where you're like, not interested. I have this thing that I know I want, that I know what I want to do, and you're on that path. So you're doing it. I see the Sun coming in trying to make yourself happy. 1 second. All right. Let's continue, guys, because I do like the Sun that's coming in, but I do see you with boundaries. The problem with this, though, Leo, I'm going to pre-warn you guys. When you have these kind of boundaries here, this could, you being happy, it's because things are looking up. Things are looking better. People are interested in you. They want to hang out with you. They want to do things with you. That makes you happy. But behind it, I don't like, excuse me. I don't like the 9 of Wands. That means you have a lot of boundaries. That means you're not letting anybody in. You just have everyone on the surface. It's all topical. But eventually, you have to let somebody in. You've got to let them penetrate those walls. Because you will eventually get curious, but then you're going to feel like you're stuck and trapped trying to make life decisions. Well, what's going to bring me stability and this and that, and I got to make a judgment call on this third party and blah, blah, blah. These are not good energies. And you want to kind of avoid those. All right, let's continue. Where's my decks and see what's going on here. What is the 10 of Pentacles, please? What is the 10 of Pentacles? Please clarify the 10 of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Wow, how interesting. This is going to be fascinating. You have the High Priestess. I know my thing is blurry. Let's get this unblurred. Okay, the High Priestess. The High Priestess means you're not talking here to somebody, or you're not discussing the elephant in the room. Moreover, this is the most intuitive card in the deck. This is the bitch I was talking to you about before. She's not a bitch. She's actually quite gifted. Some of you in a marriage or a commitment are not discussing, or you're not talking, or you're not speaking. So, or you're not talking about this issue, marriage and commitment. Long story short, the High Priestess, why she doesn't talk is like, what's to talk about? We spoke about everything there is to talk about. There's nothing left to discuss. It is what it is. So you don't talk. At least that's the energy of the High Priestess. But this is also one of those things that I was just talking to you guys about, where I said, okay, let's take a time out, a quick second, so I can talk to you about intuition, your intuition, right? And the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You know instinctively this hurts. This hurts a freaking lot. Like a freaking lot, okay? Because this is the most painful card in the deck. But you're weighing your pros and your cons regarding your value and your worth. You eventually do leave because something was not satisfying you. Eventually you come to terms with it. And this is, again, you know eventually that you will heal. Intuitively, you know this. You know you will pick up pieces, move on, and find something else more fulfilling in life. All right, so let's see what you're doing here with the walking away action and the Two of Swords. Seriously, why is everything falling on the floor and in this corner pocket? The Knight of Wands, which means something casual, guys. Means like an affair. Here's your Ten of Pentacles. Leaving the marriage, leaving a commitment because you're holding on to something or someone. Hold on. Queen of Wands. Yeah. I mean, this could be your card too, but usually the Queen of Wands is the mistress or the mister, the third party person. And these two cards together definitely tells me an affair or something casual. So either you're leaving a marriage and a commitment or you're leaving an affair. Either way, you're leaving something that's not emotionally making you happy. So if this hasn't happened yet, it's going to happen. And then you're going to be left trying to make a decision, probably on your marriage and your commitment, but I see you stepping out. I don't mean in like just stepping out in a fling or an affair. And if this isn't you, it's being done to you by your other person because cards are energies. They invite the two energies, so this can be vice versa. I just expect you guys to be discerning adults and place them where it belongs. But with that said, the Fool takes a leap of faith and a risk without having anything lined up. Says, okay, I'll be okay. I know I'll be okay. My ancestor guides, my spirit guides, the universe, they will catch me. Anyway, you do have some feelings here for somebody that you just don't know what the future holds between the both of you. Let me see what's going on here with this King of Wands and the Moon. Or they're just holding secrets, or you are. Yeah, it looks like some energy you're holding on to. A lot of you, I do see Aries here, by the way. Because, shit, look at that. And then the Hierophant next to that. Woo! What is this? The Aries, Taurus, but besides that, this is somebody that's like larger than life. This is like somebody that you see as a leader or a boss, very strong, right? But this is also marriage and commitment and doing something traditional with this person. This is somebody you're holding on to or you're clinging on to. So that's why you're torn. Well, at least why you're going to, have a hard choice or a hard decision to make is because you're holding on to another energy. And if you listened to my earlier part of this video, I was talking about how it's hard when you have boundaries or your space, your heart space is already connected in one place or with another person. You leave no room for the other. You leave no room for anybody else to come in. And that's because you're clinging on to something. Maybe a job, maybe a career, maybe a person. All right? And the reason you're holding on is because you don't know. Anything else about this? You do. You're about to have a new opportunity in something, and I don't know. I think you're like kind of holding it back or at bay. What is this Knight of Swords and the Strength in reverse? By the way, guys, I started doing extended videos. There's a link in the description box below. Yeah, we go into your person, how they feel about you, the actions they'll take, their intentions. We clarify the oracle cards, what they're trying to say about your love life, all of that stuff. That goes in the extended. All right, anything else in advice? What's this Knight of Swords and the Strength in reverse? Okay, you do have the Five of Cups and the Fool. You might feel bad. You might feel guilty leaving someone or something behind. Apparently, it looks that way, right? But this is spilled milk. You can't fix it. You could clean it and leave it and do better, not spill it next time. It's an option. But it's telling you to take a leap of faith and a risk. Another Aries energy, by the way. All right? So there's no point in spilled milk. It's gone. It's done, Leo. It's not part of your new life anymore. You have 2 cups that you can work with that are abundant. You have people in your world. You have people in your environment that have stuck around or will stick around for you. Somebody different, someone new, someone you didn't expect. They're there. Turn around and look at those cups, right? Take a leap of faith and a risk, because right now your energy space is tied up with someone else. You're holding on and clinging on to something. Why don't you take a leap of faith and a risk and leave it? Not have anything lined up. It's saying the universe most likely will, hold you. All right? Because I do see you needing to weigh your pros and cons regarding this. Something's breaking your heart or has broken your heart. It's time to leave it. And if you don't, the longer will hold on to you and the longer will take you to heal. But I do see you not empty-handed. So what's happening here? I mean, maybe you got unrequited love. I don't know. What's the Chariot and the 4 of Cups? Wow. Holy shit, Leo. What's coming down the pike? I don't even know if I want to tell you this stuff because it looks like next week. But I'll tell you this much. I see the Tower. I see Lover. Then I see a King of Pentacles. And then, boom, the end of a chapter. Again, do not see you alone. Going back to this 4 of Cups, the 2 of Cups is soulmate connection. This is something where it's like you both feel the same way about each other. I don't know if somebody got bored or fell out of love, or it's taking someone here a minute to realize that this person is your soulmate. Tell me, why is 4 of Cups here? Because you don't know. It's just a passionate new beginning for you. You're just looking for stability. Okay. I think your mind, Leo, right now is so focused on stability and a particular type of how love should be or a relationship. Moreover, I think you could be thinking about what you had as far as stability with somebody, right? But then there's something new that's coming in. And this new, I see you attempting to engage in it, but you're not letting it happen also at the same time. And that's what's causing this unrequited situation. Because you're saying to yourself, well, I don't know where this thing could lead. But you're not allowing it either in a weird, or maybe you are, but it's not doing it for you. But here's what's interesting. I think that's going to change. I really do. I think the more that this person reveals themselves to you, or you reveal yourself to them, the more that's going to change. Because it's so strange that you would get the 2 of Cups. That's so bizarre. Anything else you want to tell me about this outcome with the Chariot? And the 4 of Cups? It just makes me feel like one partner here doesn't realize that you guys are like soulmates. Yeah, because the other one is healing. Interesting. You know which party you are. Could be them, could be you. You get it. Now, what's going on here in love? And what are we clarifying in the extended video? Let me see what your oracles see here as far as love is concerned. We see one thing, they see another. Leo, please. I know a lot of people don't take this seriously, but I kind of do. I kind of feel like, first of all, here's the card that's sticking out. That didn't pop out, but was trying to pop out. It says soulmate, by the way. Calling in your soulmate. How crazy is this? Calling in your soulmate, and it's sticking out right here. It almost fell out, but it didn't. They're calling them in. They're right here. They're in your energy. They're right around you. Leo, you got to let them in. Two of Cups right there. All right, I'm going to read a card from the Angels of Abundance because some of you are here for work, health, and other reasons, not love. So let's see what it's saying. Leo. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising and it becomes its own reward. In other words, for you to manifest things like that and think clearly, this is like a way of, how should I put it? Meditating. At least for fire signs it is. They love to exercise. If they don't love to exercise, you need to stay physically active, right? And it's very crazy how it works. Like, it could be talking about gardening or cooking or being in the gym or just walking briskly around your block or down the street or whatever. As you're doing this, you don't realize you're thinking, right? Your mind starts going. But this is where you can do your best work, Leo. So in order for you to manifest that thing, you got to get those juices flowing, the blood flowing to the brain. And yeah, I guess that's the best way I could describe it. But it's true. Like, I realize that as I'm meditating with the gym or when I cook, I do have my light bulb moments. So it's kind of telling you what you need to do. All right, guys, this is what I have for you. Those of you who are going to do the extended, I will see you over there. Everyone else, I will see you next week. And yes, I'm going to do this weekly.